And then in this Loom, you want to showcase that you actually know what it is that you're talking about. Let me show you an example of what Loom we can create for this, for example. I'm going to go to loom.com, and then I'm also going to go to make.com, which is probably what I'll be using to set this up. And again, this just becomes very easy when you already know what it is that you are doing. And again, in these proposals, you kind of want to educate them on what is actually possible for them to do. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to make a Loom video right here. Very important that we show our face. So we can click record a Loom. We turn on our camera right here. There we go. Make us as big as possible. That's a good idea. So they see, okay, we are an actual person, not an AI. There we go. Make sure to make yourself big in the corner and then click start recording. Entire screen. Sup guys, just wanted to elaborate a bit about what I explained in the proposal. What you want to do is probably use either make.com or initn. It's possible in both. But many don't know that inside of Go High Level, and this is actually make specific, this doesn't exist in initn. You have this API call right here that says adds an account. And what this basically does is that this adds a sub account automatically, so you don't have to create one inside of Go High Level. And then what you can also do after you've used this is that you can use the Go High Level v2 API, this one right here, and you have an account update right here. So you can basically do anything you can do manually inside of Go High Level. You can do this through the High Level API. Not something that's inside of actual make. You will need to create an HTTPS request like this. Make a request. But then you can basically do all of these things. You can update every single thing inside of High Level. You can connect with other services as well. We can basically automate the entire thing. So yeah, just wanted to make sure that you guys know that this exists. And yeah, let me know if you need help in setting it up. There we go. That was what, a 1 minute 15 second Loom. Just copy this link right here and then paste it at the bottom. This is a perfect proposal. This is not written by AI. I used to run my own AI automation agency. So the Use LOOM fulfill model. So I actually really like the Use LOOM fulfill model. It's important that we do good onboarding flows and snapshot deployments. We can actually use the Go High Level API through something like make.initn to also deploy sub accounts in both Go High Level and 11 Labs. Hard start. Let's first order your current high level setup, then we build the reusable template. It's sometimes good as well to write that we have a Loom down here at the bottom. This is not written by AI. Made a Loom below that explains. But I used to run like this right here. You want to make it seem like it's not written by AI, and all of a sudden we have changed a lot about it ourselves. But this is a perfect proposal. We have added an image of a screenshot of a booked calendar. We don't want to bid context, and then we click send for 27 connects. There we go. Submit. We can even see if it has been opened yet. So far, there's 19 proposals, 6 opened, 13 unopened, and all proposals are at $25 an hour. The top rated one is also at $25 an hour. So we actually have a real shot of landing this job. That's just what you want to do. You want to apply it to a bunch of jobs and you want to stack up on connects. And you might think, well, I'm going to have to keep buying connects all the time. And that is honestly true. But there's no other platform really like Upwork where you can find so many interested hot leads. And honestly, it's very, very cheap. If you had to run Facebook ads, for example, for these type of leads, you'll probably pay $100 or $200 per lead. Right now, for 10 connects, we're paying $1.50. So make this your routine. Go out, send a bunch of requests, actually make them good. Spend some time on them. Spend at least like 10 to 15 minutes on proposal. And of course, at least when you're starting out, and then when you get better, you of course can be able to do it faster. Make a Loom video to every single one. This will help you land jobs. And you might think, Albert, well, already to this, there was 20 applicants already. No one is going to choose me. Let me tell you why that's not the case. And the best way to show you that is actually not to hop on my freelancer profile right here, but to hop on my buyer profile, because I've also spent thousands of dollars on freelancers on Upwork. So I know what I like to look for when it comes to freelancers. Let me show you that perspective as well, so you actually know what your profile looks like and what buyers think about when they look for freelancers. So right here is now from my other profile, so from my company profile, not from the freelancer account, but from the company profile. And I made a post a couple of weeks ago about finding a video editor to basically cut up videos. And you can see I got 11 proposals on this post. And you can see who actually signed up. One from Pakistan, another one from Pakistan, a third one, fourth, fifth, sixth, seven. One from Nigeria, one from India, one from Pakistan, another one from Pakistan. And the reason that your competition is not as good as you think is that a lot of the freelancers already on Upwork are from third world countries, which means that if you are from Western countries, you definitely have an advantage. This doesn't mean that if you're from India that you cannot do it. You're just going to have harder competition because there's a lot more freelancers from those countries already on the platform. And let's take a look at the actual proposals. You saw how I rewrote mine to not sound like AI, but what you'll find is that almost everyone right here just has basic proposals. As a top-rated plus video editor with over 6 years of retention-focused end-to-end YouTube post-production, like it just sounds AI made. Then he has inserted a bunch of videos that doesn't really concern us. In terms of AI, it's a core part of my workflows. I use tools like ChatGPT. I work in EST. We can discuss the monthly rate. That said, I'd love to connect, blah, 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 blah. You can see, very AI generated, not very personal. This one as well. Portfolio at the end of the proposals. Like this is just like a template. You can see that it's a template. It's not personalized to the actual job. That's just to show you from the buyer side as well, how it actually looks. So you know, okay, this is what I should write. This is how I should catch their attention. The most important part of your cover letter as well is this part right here that we wrote, right? This cover letter. Because this is the thing that they see and determine, okay, am I actually interested in this person? And it also shows how important it is to actually just land your first couple of jobs on Upwork. And the thing is, when you're just starting on Upwork, you're going to have to do more effort, right? You're going to have to make a better cover letter. You're going to have to make it more personalized, send more looms. But what you can see right here is that this is definitely what moves the needle, like the job success rate, how many jobs completed, total hours, and also money earned. The buyers on Upwork, they definitely look for that. And then to set some expectations, building an Upwork profile can take months, if not years. It's not a get-rich-quick thing. By no means. It also takes long work. But what you'll find out is that these clients that you work with on Upwork, all of a sudden they refer you to someone else, and someone else, and someone else. And Upwork, even though it is a freelancer platform, it's the perfect place to start. Awesome, I showed you this just to make you understand that the competition on Upwork isn't really that bad. And Upwork, even though that it's a freelancing platform, is in my opinion one of the best places to start. And here's why. You build experience. It's what I mentioned in the start, right? Get good before you get rich. And this, by actually doing the work, is the best way of getting good. And what also happens is that all of a sudden you have clients, you talk to people, and you'll be referred to other clients. It's a snowballing effect. And all of a sudden, when you have a bunch of clients, you can automate a lot of the work with Claude Code, and boom, you're running a one-person business with Claude Code. So if you want to do any type of outreach, I'll recommend that you start with Upwork. And just to set some expectations, it might take a couple of weeks before you land your first freelancing client, but it's still going to